Do you think because there's plenty of land, 15,000 acres is a huge plot of land, right? Do you think that if we can cultivate the land and use the 6,000 people to become farmers and generate a lot of produce which could be marketed, do you think this might create livelihoods and start creating wealth for these people?
It should work, but the unfortunate thing is that the nutritional value of the soil is very low. It's very sandy. We don't have a loam soil, it's a sandy soil. That's, as you can see, at the deforested and degraded areas, people are practicing what we call shifting cultivation techniques. So they can only utilize a piece of land for about 2 years. And
What's his name?
Steven.
Steven is a visionary, and he has dedicated himself to doing things to uplift the community. And I'm asking him a question here. What is it that he thinks he can do to uplift the community step at a time? And let him speak for himself. So, all yours.
Yeah, first of all, as we have just started just to do this on the side of nature to rehabilitate the nature, as we are facing now the problem of global warming. Though here in our country in KZN, we don't have more chances and as like in the places in Gauteng where there are no trees at all. But here, because we have started in the practical side of it to do the things on the practical side, now we need now to concern to focus onto schools to try now to educate, to tell them that why are we doing that? It's because we look in the future, that in the future we must still have the better life. So if we do not just maintain what we do have now, our future is going to go.
So education, you think, is very important?
It's very much important.
Right. Now, you know, you have 15,000 acres right here, and you have only 6,000 people. Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
Now, how about, and you can grow a lot of trees, and you can, you know, do a lot of agriculture and all of that stuff. How about putting all of the 6,000 people to work, to plant trees, to grow trees? If the trees give the fruits, they can take it down and sell them. And also, if the government or some agency wants to grow more plants on the trees for the reason you stated, for global warming and everything else, they would of course pay the money also for doing that. But the net result is that if all these 6,000 people can put to work, that I think is a very important goal, don't you think? And what have you done? Have you ever done that? Have you ever taken that as your mission? That I want to see that everybody is employed, doing something, and earning money, so they're not dependent on outside sources necessarily. Of course, you accept them, whatever you can get, but obviously they're not enough. And to make them really self-independent, to raise their self-esteem through the work, it seems to me that in 15,000 acres and interest in conservation and deforestation, it should be possible to employ all of these people so they can start creating wealth, right? And then they can send their kids to the schools and get education also. What do you think about that, and have you thought of that, and have you done anything in that area?
I'm sure that can just contribute a lot. As you can see, there are more spaces here, though we depend most on the rain.
Yeah.
But I'm sure as the Marula,
Yeah.
now we visited Nkosi Tembe last time to start our negotiations because they have a sort of just functions towards the fruits which are yielded by the marula. If you can just propagate more marula plants here, the time of fruiting, they can come here and they can buy from us.
Right,
Then that can contribute a lot
right.
to also help. Maybe a quarter of those people of 6,000, say, because I don't think then 6,000 through this what you call planting trees, yeah, can work. I understand. Very soon we're going to have a shopping mall in our place. Yeah, that sometimes half of the people can help. But and also we've had the agriculture. Without agriculture,
Yeah.
we cannot go anywhere.
Right,
We
right,
cannot go anywhere because
Right.
we need to have food.
Right.
You know. If we can have resources to start to encourage people, even the individuals, wherever they are, they have their small places, to plant what they want, sweet potatoes, you know, sort of just vegetables and just fruits, especially more fruits, you know, they can help us a lot.
So why is that not being done today?
The capital.
How about getting an entrepreneur interested from outside on the basis that, hey, this is your business and we are interested in getting these people employed, and you put the initial capital and then you will, after 4 or 5 years, you'll have abundance of fruits and everything to sell. How about that route?
That is the very crucial road which as was I've been touching the capital, because we need to have a fencing, especially for gardening, because here there's livestock, like cattle and goats and everything. That's why I've been talking about capital, because we must have capital to buy the fence, to fence around, to buy the poles, to start to buy what's called a water supply, you know, pipes, and everything like that. That is a good work. It's a good road.
I see. So the question then becomes coordination between the government as well as, I mean, I'm sure that you'll get a lot of entrepreneurs if the water was available and if the electricity was available.